Good morning, Wildcats. Today is Friday, January 12th, National Pharmacist Day. I'm Ethan Bergman, and welcome to WCTZ News. Today's episode of WCTZ is sponsored by Ruby Asian Taste. If you're interested in participating in middle school track, there will be an informational meeting on Tuesday after school in the Media Center. The meeting should take no more than 20 to 30 minutes. See Mr. Drake in the Media Center if you cannot attend or if you have any questions. The U.S. Junior Chamber International Senate Foundation will grant a $1,500 scholarship to a graduating high school senior. The application is due by next Friday. Interested students may see Ms. Felbush for more information or check the scholarship page of the West Shore Guidance website for information. Now for a special message.
Pardon the interruption, but I'm Drew Newland.
And I'm Jack Grimison.
And the Michigan Wolverines just took the national championship title in a blowout win over the Washington Huskies. Grim, what do you think about this?
Well, I got all the respect for the players like J.J. McCarthy and Blake Corum, but really, I have no respect for Coach Jim Harbaugh. I don't think that we can look at this national title as the same as any national title that has come before it because it is tarnished after the sign-stealing scandal that Michigan was involved in earlier this year that got Jim Harbaugh suspended. In my opinion, Michigan are dirty cheaters, and there's no way that this national title can be held to the same standard as any that came before it.
You know what, Grim? The national title is debatable. However, I think the Michigan Wolverines definitely deserve it. Their season before this was phenomenal. J.J. McCarthy is an incredible quarterback. He has been putting up insane numbers the whole year.
Well, hold on, Drew, all right? J.J. McCarthy just had a horrible national championship game with only about 150 yards and no touchdowns.
However, J.J. McCarthy might not have had the most phenomenal game. However, Blake Corum picked up his slack. A blowout win is a blowout win. And what more can you say about that?
All right, Drew, on to our next topic. The NFL playoff teams have now been decided. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year?
You know what, Grim? I'm taking the NFC. And out of the NFC, I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Dallas Cowboys, led by Dak Prescott, have been phenomenal this season. I think that CeeDee Lamb has been heating up in the second half of the season. He is a phenomenal player. And the connection between him and Dak, as well as the defense being able to pick up, they're going to be able to take the chip, in my opinion.
Well, Drew, we know how Dak is in the playoffs. You know, the Cowboys always collapse before the conference championship game. And with teams in the NFC like the Niners and the Eagles this year, I don't think they're going to be able to get there again. For me, I'm going to have to take the AFC, the Buffalo Bills taking the Super Bowl with Josh Allen putting up some crazy numbers, and they're on a great winning streak right now.
You know what? I don't think that the AFC is going to be able to have it. I think that the Bills, however, led by Josh Allen, great team. I think that the AFC doesn't even have a contender to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. I think that the Dallas Cowboys are one of the most phenomenal teams in the league, and we just have yet to see their potential. You know what? Now we're going to transfer over to the NBA, where we're going to talk about the Detroit Pistons, who are arguably the worst team in NBA history, picking up a 28-game loss streak recently. However, they ended that. Now they're back on a 5-game loss streak. What are your thoughts on the Pistons?
Well, Drew, you're right. I mean, that's the longest loss streak in NBA history. I don't think the Pistons are going anywhere this year. But where they are going is up after this year because they have Cade Cunningham, who's one of the best young stars in the league. He's dropping 40-point games night after night with no help around him. That's just crazy. Great effort by Cade Cunningham. And soon enough, they're going to have high draft picks, which is allow them to create young star duos who are going to rip up the league in a couple years.
You know what, Grim? I don't think Cade Cunningham is the Superman you think he is. I don't think he's going to come in like a LeBron James type player and be able to carry this team to a chip. I don't think I'm seeing the Pistons in the playoffs for the next, I don't even know how long. I think the Pistons are doomed.
Well, Drew, I'm going to enjoy watching Detroit in a couple years. That's a wrap. Thank you, Wildcats. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you. Today's episode of WCTZ News is also sponsored by Proverbi Capital Advisors. Auditions for the High School Musical 9 to 5 will be held during Pow Hour on Monday, January 22nd and Tuesday, January 23rd in room 16107. Please prepare no more than 1 minute of a song or sing Happy Birthday. You can sign up for your audition slot outside of Caroline Miller's room 16107 starting Monday. Please email Miss Miller or stop by her room if you have any questions. Now for the alma mater. Thank you for tuning in to today's edition of WCTZ News, sponsored by Ruby Asian Taste and Proverbi Capital Advisors. I'm Ethan Bergman, and have an amazing day, Wildcats.